Everybody talks about changing their life overnight, but here's the secret. It starts with a 5-second pause. Before you react, before you send a wrong text, before you buy something that you shouldn't even be doing, before you say something that doesn't align with your future and higher self, you pause. That's it. Those 5 seconds interrupts the old version of you and gives, the new version of you a chance to choose differently. And now I want you to ask yourself, what would the highest version of me do? Would she still be in that situation? Would she neglect her skin? How do you think she would feel if she saw you right now eating all this junk food and ruining your skin? Will she feel like one day she would be able to shine? No. And it all comes down to the sense of you see yourself as this beautiful woman who maybe has a career, maybe owns a job. You see her and you see her so vividly, but at the same time, you keep blocking her to a point where she feels suffocated and realizes that one day she's not even going to be able to come out. Why? Because you don't interrupt yourself. You don't interrupt your nervous system once you're about to make a bad decision. When you're in a fight, what happens? You don't interrupt. You have to interrupt. And what happens when you interrupt? You do the 5 seconds pause. That's interrupting. You have to interrupt it because your highest version is not going to be sitting there arguing with people. Your highest version is not going to be eating junk food every second. She's probably going to be drinking water every 10 minutes. So ladies, become her through your daily choices. My darlings, welcome back to my channel. This is Fran's Kompany, and in my channel I'll help you become your dream self. So if you are interested in this type of videos, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video to someone who you think needs to start their elegance journey. Jumping on to point number 1. Start taking care of your skin, not because you're trying to impress anyone, but because caring for yourself builds confidence. Do you not see yourself when you are literally a different person from when you wake up to when you put makeup? Do you not understand that? That when you wake up, of course, you don't feel your best. You don't feel like, you love yourself, but at the same time, you don't feel like you are radiating your best version. But when you put makeup on, it's a different you. You feel like this gorgeous princess or queen, and you feel like, you can do anything. You can rule this world. That's the version of you that we need to keep radiating every second. She needs to come out every second, because when she does, eventually you will notice that you have become her. Like, she doesn't even have to come out anymore because you've literally just become her through changing your daily habits. And a simple, consistent skincare routine goes much further than chasing every trend. You don't need to be buying all this expensive stuff that comes out every 2 seconds. No, you don't have to do that. Okay? Find something that works for you and go with that. I would recommend, and I've been recommending this, just see a dermatologist. Skip the line. See a dermatologist. Instead of trying all this skincare products that influencers are trying to get you to buy, just go see a dermatologist, see what is wrong with your skin and fix it. That's it. Because the same money that you are choosing to spend on skincare, if we calculate it over how many times you're going to buy it in a year, it's basically going to be the same amount that you're going to spend on a dermatologist, even much more than that. So why not just spend it on a dermatologist and get something that actually works for you? Because I know they're going to provide you with skincare stuff that actually works for you, that is meant for you. It's made for you, not somebody else. The skincare products that other people are making, influencers and all the celebrities, yes, we love them, but at the same time, they were not made for you. How do you know it's made for you? Why? Because it says it's made for people with dry skin, then you think it's for you. No, you may have dry and acne. What happens there? Okay, because the product just says dry. Now, what about your acne? You just gonna spend more money on the other product? Like, what are you doing? Instead, go see a dermatologist, and she's gonna prescribe you something that actually works for you. It's a one-time thing, and if you use it properly, you will be fine. Moving on, take care of your body. Move it, nourish it, stay hydrated, sleep well, and choose habits that make you feel strong and healthy. Ladies, you have to move, okay? You literally have to move. You can't be complaining about you are getting fat and you don't move. Take a walk, okay? If you drive, take a walk. Have you tried taking a walk to the grocery store? If the grocery store is miles and miles away from you, okay, then have you tried taking a walk to the park? Have you tried doing that? And you know what's the best thing about moving your body? It's that when you're doing that, your brain actually starts to refresh. Your brain actually gets to breathe, and you by nature, your body loves nature. So what do you think? Do you think you're harming yourself more by going on a walk rather than sitting in a car? You know how many people have died while sitting in a car? You know the air that's coming out of the car? You've been sitting in that car for what? Hours and hours and driving and doing all that and getting your blood clots, and you think that's going to be much more helpful than taking a walk? Take like a 30 minutes walk. It's going to help you so much. Get fresh air. Yes, the air conditioning it's amazing, right? We all love it. Well, I personally don't. I don't like the cold, by the way. So no. Anyways, the air conditioning, it's nice and all that, but at the same time, you need fresh air. That's it. You need that air. You need to be with fresh air. The air conditioning, it's amazing, but at the same time, it's getting stuffed with dust and all that. So you're breathing all this toxic stuff, basically. Okay, because it's also mixed with your perfume. It's also mixed with the scent of your house. It's also mixed with the scent of the food. It's also mixed with all these types of scent. Just take a walk. Okay, just take a walk. Like, just thinking about it overwhelms me. Take a walk and try to calm yourself. Let your body move. Let the blood move. You need to move, okay? Even when you're sitting on a plane, you need to get up at a certain time and move. You really have to. This is how people just get cramps out of nowhere. This is how people just get blood stuck in their, blood clots. Why? Because you're not moving. Your blood needs to move. Just imagine this. You not moving is literally you putting an elastic band on your arm, just having it down there. And then what happens? You are suffocating yourself. It will get to a point where your brain gets suffocated because your blood is not breathing. Your blood is not moving, darling. You have to move. When I say you have to move, it means your blood is moving. And moving doesn't just have to be, taking a walk. Moving can be jumping like 100 times every single day. That's your goal. Jump 100 times every single day. Another thing is going to do Pilates. And I'm not talking about moving like, oh, it's a hobby, just cook. No, that's not moving. It's you staying still and doing something that it's gonna benefit your brain, in a level of skills, train your brain how to do some stuff. But I'm trying to stick to the fact that your blood needs to move. And how does that work? Is you have to move. And it's not moving like just stirring the pot. No, unless you were paralyzed, no offense. But no, you have to actually be on the road with fresh air and move. That's it. Now, stay hydrated. We all know this. Drinking warm water, it's going to help with constipation. Okay? Drink warm water. Before you go to bed, when you wake up, drink warm water. I've literally been knowing this since I was like 14 years old. Like my aunt's friend actually is the one that told me about that. And if you want to go a longer route, put lemon in your water and just drink it. It will literally detox your whole body. It's amazing. Warm water. And also, I don't even need to be saying this, but drinking water in general, you should know that by now. Like, since you were born, you should know that. Like, you need water. Moving on. Sleeping. That's another point into taking care of your body. You need to sleep. Get your 8 to 9 hours of sleep every day. Do I do it? Hell no. Because like it's not because I'm purposely, I understand this point. Some of us actually have a sleep schedule that's really messed up. I actually stayed in 3 countries which had literally 3 time zones. So by the time that I'm moving to another country, my sleep schedule is already damaged right there. And as I'm moving to the other country, I'm I'm just wide awake at this point. By the time that everyone in this specific country is waking up, I'm going to bed. And I understand that. I truly relate. But at the same time, if you are doing everything right, you'll find out that you get to sleep with your normal schedule. Like just taking a walk, it will literally tie your body up. Like a toddler. A toddler, when they're like playing a lot and then they just naturally fall asleep. So why are they playing a lot? What are they doing? They are moving. That action, it's moving. You don't just see a toddler doing what? Drinking, playing with the teapots, and then they come back and they're like, oh, I'm sleepy. No, you have to, they must be doing something really illegal. They have to be doing something really crazy for them to be like, yeah, I am tired now, I want to go sleep. Like, look, if you have a child, pay attention to your child. When they talk about teapots and all that, they're not gonna feel sleepy. But when they're in active mode, or even their brain is in active mode, what happens? They get tired, easily, and they get to sleep. So moving on, okay? The other point was choosing habits that make you feel strong and healthy. What makes you feel strong and healthy? Not what makes me feel strong and healthy, what makes you feel that? Because we may not even have the same thing, At the same time, you have to also look at what benefits you. Are you even allowed to lift up 50 pounds of weight? Are you even allowed to do that? Maybe I am, but are you? What's going to happen when you do it? Can your heart sustain that? That's me going broader and going to another section, but it still falls into this category that you have to be very careful with the things that you think makes you feel strong and healthy. They may build up your body, but it may be killing your whole system inside. That's the thing. Are you supposed to be drinking vinegar? I can tell you right now, drink apple cider vinegar, or influencers can tell you, yes, drink all this Bloom stuff. We love Bloom. Let's pause there. I love Bloom. Nothing against them. But at the same time, if it's good for them, are you sure it's good for you? You may thinking that, yes, it's detoxing you and all that, but what if it's actually killing you? So find something that you know yourself best. I don't need to tell you about yourself. What I do here is not me telling you about yourself. It's me speaking to you. You're already there. I'm just speaking to you. I'm just communicating to you. That's why you tapped on the video, because I'm just communicating. But anyways, do stuff that makes you feel strong and healthy. And taking a walk is a healthy thing. Trying a new hobby, it's a healthy thing. Trying to cook, it's a healthy thing. It's thing that's keeping your brain also, it's keeping the blood in your brain going to, at the same time, you learn new techniques and you learn new skills. It's a nice thing for your brain to learn how to do a lot of stuff. And I like a few days ago, I actually saw on social media, there was this boy that was learning a skill every day, and he ended up doing something that blew up. Like, he did something that was unimaginable. But anyways, learn a skill. For those of you that are in college, learn the dictionary. How do you learn? I did it. So get a dictionary every day. Pick a random page. Just open a random page and then pick one word and use that word like every single day. And then the next day, pick another word. Choose a random page, pick a random word, and then use the word that you used yesterday combined with the word that you used today. And then go like that. You will see that your vocabulary will actually advance so much. You will know so much, and there's nothing wrong with knowing so much. I don't want any of my ladies thinking that knowing too much is just a bad thing. Yes, it can be bad and good. Too much knowledge is bad. But then at the same time, if you know something that's good for you, if you know a fact, are you just supposed to say that, no, I'm going to put myself down just so I can please you for being wrong? No. If you know something is good, you stand by it. That's it. It's not a yes, no, you stand by it. That's it. Okay? And if you know something is good for you, you stand by it. Anyways, let's move on, okay? Ladies, dress like the woman you are becoming. You don't need the most expensive wardrobe. I saw in my previous video, there was a young lady asking if it's important just to dress, with expensive items when you're going on a date. No, you don't. You actually don't. You don't need to be buying all this expensive clothes from these expensive stores. You don't need to be doing that. And also another thing, most of these influencers, most of these people that you like their things, they buy dupes. Like a lot of them just buy dupes. Do we all know that? Do you know that dupes are a real thing? But the fact that they're taking care of themselves so much, you start to think that it's the real thing. Okay? Some of them may have real Birkins. Some of them may have real Pradas and all this kind of stuff. I love Prada, by the way. But at the same time, their top may be from Shein, but it has the Louis V logo on it. But they are so clean, they look so put together that you think it's real. No, you have to master that art, the art of looking clean. And how do you do that? Your skin has to do it. It has to look clean. Not to get you lost here, but another hack that I want you guys to use is trying concealer under your eyes. Okay, for those of you that don't just like wearing makeup, try concealer. Don't try something that's lighter than you. Try something that's to your skin tone and try it under your eyes, and you will see that you will look so much younger. Just test it out. You will look so much younger. But at the same time, you don't have to going back to what I was saying, you don't have to be wearing all this expensive stuff. If you master the art of looking clean, you do the essentials. Do your eyebrows, make sure your lips are moisturized, make sure your skin is moisturized, have your nails done, and your lashes, you have mascara on, you will be fine. You will be fine. At the same time, I'm not saying don't put makeup. I'm just saying, if you master the art of looking clean, you won't even be having to spend billions of dollars just for you to look like you have money. No. Anyways, I hope that answers your questions, that you don't have to be wearing the most expensive thing just to go on a date. That's really crazy. If you look clean, you will fine. A white tank top with jeans and heels, you're fine. If you have your hair curled or straightened, you are fine. Okay? And again, make sure your clothes fit well. Make sure you feel like you are radiating your best self, especially if you're going on a date. I would expect you to feel your best self. If you don't feel good about the date, don't go. Listen to your intuition. Do not go. Not because something bad is going to happen, but because your nervous system is going to happen. It's just for something. It doesn't need you to go on that date to notice that the man is wrong. Your nervous system is telling you right now, you can't handle that much pressure right now. So you listen, okay? Anyways, guys, I'm trying to make this video as short as possible, but I think we're passing through my my 10 minutes mark. But again, the last tip that I wanted to give you guys is to pay attention to the people around you, the conversations that you have, the energy that you accept, and the standards that you tolerate to influence you or the directions that you're heading. You can't be complaining about not leveling up or not having the circle of not having a circle of people that influence you, when the circle that is around you, all they do is gossip, all they do is complain, all they do is talk about why they don't have jobs, all they do is talk about why the government is bad, all they do is talk about why they are suffering. And then you're gonna sit there and complain to you and say, no, the people around me just no. It's you are toxic. Let's start there. You are the most toxic person in that whole group because you are self-aware and you still choose to be there. That's another level of craziness. That's craziness to another level. You are fully aware that this space is not bettering me, but you still choose to what? You still choose to stay. You still choose to what? Because you're trying to have friends. I'm sorry, ladies, if you're scared to lose friends, then maybe you're not ready for your next stage. If you are scared to go up, to level up with nobody next to you, then you are not ready. You need to be okay with knowing that whatever happens here, I will be able to hold myself as I'm walking. That if it needs me to cut everyone out because they don't represent my best self, they don't, go hand in hand with my best self, then I need to cut them out. I need to be okay with that. There's no crying and all. I need to be okay. I am okay. You need to tell yourself that every single day. I am well. It is well with me. It starts there. It is well with me. If you're gonna leave, it is well with me. If you're gonna stay, then you're going to have to meet my standard where it is. That's it. You're not gonna meet it where you think it's comfortable for you. You're gonna meet it where it makes me believe that I am becoming a better self of myself. And I will do the same to you. This is not all about you. This is also about the next person. Because at the same time, you may get a person that literally goes hand in hand, even much better than your dream self. But are you representing their dream self? Do you do the things that they need? And do you see what's happening here? If you put 1 and 2 together, you're becoming way better than what you thought. And they are becoming way better than what they thought. So you guys are actually working hand in hand. It's so beautiful. But if it comes to a point where you are scared to lose somebody because you just don't want to be alone, then you are not ready. Then firstly, enjoy yourself. Stay there for enjoyment. Enjoy. Play around. Fool around. Just don't get pregnant. Okay? Fool around. And then after that, then you can come back to my videos. Then we can talk about this whole, what do you want to do? Do you want to become your dream self, or are you still anxious about walking alone? And if you are anxious about walking alone, then this is why my community is here. This is why my ladies are here. Not just me, my ladies, the ones that listen to me, the ones that follow me, they're here for you too. They will help you. And they will walk hand in hand with you. Anyways, this video is very long. And remember, ladies, a glow up isn't just about looking different. It's about thinking differently, speaking differently, choosing differently, and living differently. Your future self isn't waiting for someday. No. This second is your future self. This second, your future self is asking you and begging you just for you to pause, just for you to give them 5 seconds to just show up. That's it. She starts with the next decision that you make after this video. And maybe it all just begins with 5 seconds. That's it. Ladies, I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I did making it for you. I hope you're gonna take the advice, and I hope to hear all about your journey down in the comment section below. I will see you ladies next time. Bye.